Hi, my name is Vicki Salazar. I work with DPR Construction and I am a project manager for a general contractor. Right now I'm standing on the 36th floor of Block 71, also known as the ND Tower. It is a new commercial office high-rise in downtown Austin, Texas, and is considered to be the tallest commercial office building in Austin, Texas at this time. I have been working in the construction industry for 15 years, and 10 of those years have been with DPR. I love my job. I have a ton of fun every day. Every day is different, every project is different, and it keeps me busy. As I say, I am never bored. I wear many hats. Everyone who works in construction industry wears many hats. Our most prominent hat, our most critical hat is safety, and that is keeping everybody safe on the project and making sure that they go home in the same condition that they came and that they watch out for everyone else around them. Construction is considered to be fast-paced, complicated. There's a lot more to construction than meets the eye. A lot of planning, a lot of technical thought that's involved in building something like this. We work with engineers, architects, owners. We work with the City of Austin officials, code inspectors, several trade subcontractors. On a project of this size, you might have anywhere from 60 to 100 trade subcontractors. I've been very fortunate to have worked my entire career in the City of Austin and have built some amazing things around the City of Austin, like the Control Center, the UT Robert B. Rowling Hall downtown on Austin campus, UT Austin campus. This high-rise, I've finished out some other office spaces for some prominent clients here in the City of Austin. And every few years we just change it up and I go to a new project. I think that is my favorite thing about working in construction, is that I am never bored and we're constantly changing up projects from when you finish up one and you go to the next and it's something different, something new, something exciting. I probably spend about 60% of my time at my desk working on my computer as a project manager. We oversee financials, we oversee planning, we spend some time in meetings making sure that we have a good plan, we're communicating the plan, we're executing the plan. We are communicating with the owner and architect to fill out their desires for this building, communicating with the subcontractors and the trade partners to ensure that they're all aware of everything that's needed in our schedule. So let me show you around the building, show you a little bit of the day-to-day of what I do, and try to answer some of your questions. So I'm standing on the top of the building, which is the 38th floor inside of the crown of the building, what we call a crown, which conceals all of the mechanical systems for the building that are important and essential to the operation for cooling the building, which is what we as tenants of a building get to interact with. So these are our cooling towers and all of our piping system that goes to the cooling towers. So you can imagine it's a monumental feat to get these up here connected and up and running. Over here we have our building maintenance unit. It's called a BMU, which is the first one that is being installed in Austin, Texas, and will be a permanent affix to the building system that will allow for us to drop stages down the building to provide services for cleaning and maintaining the exterior skin of the system. Exterior skin of the building, excuse me. And right now I'm walking around the outside of the crown. In construction, we get some of the best views from the top of the building that many people don't get to see. It is always exciting to watch the sunrise over the city. Sometimes we watch the sunset over the city, and we get to experience these views in a way that most people don't get to. There are several different roles in construction that anybody can do. We have everything from BIM engineers, which build models for the buildings, to project engineers, which review, sort and organize all of the documents that it takes to build and track a building. Project managers, which kind of help guide the team towards completion and being that leader to ensure that we are safely executing the project, submitting our deliverables in a timely manner, and our financials are staying on track. Project executives, overseeing and really being the advocate with the owner for the project team, helping the project solve some of these really tricky questions that are out there. We have superintendents that oversee the work in place and make sure everyone is executing that schedule that's been established. Field engineers, safety managers, foremen. I mean, the list goes on and on. So there are many different routes. There are a lot of moving parts and pieces that it takes to build something of this size and scale. And even the smaller buildings, you'll have several different team members involved in it, from beginning estimating to the end finish out of the project. So depending on the project, we can work anywhere from 40 hours a week to 60, 70 hours a week as individuals. It really depends on you as a person, what you're able to accomplish, and what the project requirements are. But it is a demanding trade, or it is a demanding field, and really requires an all-in approach when you work in construction. Typically, the day starts at around 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, ends around 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and we'll work Monday through Saturday. Of course, some projects, like you may have a hospital that you're working on, and it just requires 24-hour response to get the project up and running again, or with your shutdowns. And at that point, you have a team that rotates to keep that project running at all times. Same thing on any other project. You may be rushing to complete at the end, and you would get a rotation to get your weekends and your nights covered as well. There are not a lot of women in construction. I am starting to see it become more prevalent amongst GCs, general contractors, and trade. You start seeing a lot more women in the trades, becoming foremen, becoming electricians, becoming iron workers, cable runners. It's definitely starting to become a lot more prevalent, which is exciting. I would say maybe 10% of the overall workforce is women, and if you ask a lot of the guys in the field, they'll tell you that having a woman on a project is no different, and that they're extremely valued because they can see so many moving different parts and pieces and don't focus on one piece of the puzzle, and that they're excited to start seeing the diversity that's coming. There are many opportunities in construction that do not require you to go to college. I will say most people that work for general contractors as project managers, project engineers, did get college of some sort. I went to Texas State University, graduated in 2008, majored in interior architecture and construction management. You can major in a number of things that introduce you to the construction world, like civil engineering, construction management, mechanical, electrical engineering, even business. There's a huge heavy business aspect to this trade and to this field. Thanks so much for tuning in to a day in the life of a woman in construction. Hope everyone got a little bit more insight into what it is that we do, and that this is an interesting option for you to explore in the future.